You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Everybody, this is Michael from Maximum Threshold.
We'll be right back after this.
With Australian supergroup, The Art. Oh! All right, who do I got next to me here?
I'm KJ.
What do you do, KJ?
I play bass.
Okay.
I'm Jordan. I play the drums.
I'm Azaria. I say a few words and play the tambourine.
Do you play the tambourine half as good as Davy Johnson did? Or Davy Jones, I'm sorry.
Who's David Johnson?
I don't know. I looked into his eyes and I became smitten. I meant Davy Jones from the Monkees.
I'm the best tambourine around.
That's a bold statement. Have you ever seen Ian Astbury from the Cult play the tambourine?
I've seen videos of him.
Do you think you're on that level, tambourine-wise?
I don't like to compare myself to other people, but I think inside my own mind, I'm pretty good. My mom thinks I'm cool.
You said you were the best tambourine player. I'm just calling you the carpet on it.
This was one of my split personalities that came out and said that I'm not responsible. Azaria's not in right now.
Okay. Well, who are we talking to?
Keith.
Hello. Okay, and we can't forget the last guy here.
I'm Ronnie Simmons, and I play lead guitar.
Okay, he plays lead guitar. So, first of all, before this devolves into tambourine smashing, tell me where I can find all your music, all your tour info, and all news about The Art.
Ask KJ that one. Ask KJ.
www.followtheart.com. It's got like links to our Facebook and tour dates and photos, and links to our online store where you can download our album and get merch and stuff.
Yeah. It also has detailed descriptions of our size and girth. Each and every one of us. Go on.
And to keep to update with all the touring we do, go to our Instagrams, at Ronnie Simmons, Kara_Jane01, and Azaria_Burn, and you can see photos of everything that goes on the road, as well as tour dates and all that cool, crazy shit.
Okay, so let's go back. Who's got the biggest length and girth? Because I don't have internet access right now.
KJ. She gets more chicks than us too.
She gets more chicks than you. That's usually the case because she's definitely the best looking. I'm not saying you guys aren't handsome fellas in your own right, but
she's got a whole lot more depth than any of us. But as far as length and width and girth goes, I think Ronnie takes the cake.
Oh yeah, it's always the skinny guy, right? Like you got a third arm over there.
I don't know. Ask Chad Stewart. He's standing right behind you.
What about it?
Australian kickstand.
Crikey. All right, so.
They call him tripod.
All right, it's not where it ends, it's where it bends, right?
Yeah, we have twists and turns in all the right places, man.
Okay, so KJ, how's it feel being on a bus with a bunch of dudes?
Part is the rape.
Who are you raping?
No, it's actually a lot less scary than I thought it was going to be, and they're all really nice guys. Luckily, I mean, apart from the raping and pillaging,
So it's
whatever.
started off as rape, but now it's like a kind of
It's a drunk fondling.
Yeah.
We all have pretty beautiful penises, so there's not a lot to complain about.
What exactly makes a beautiful penis?
I think we started scratching the surface with the length, size, width, and girth thing, but I like it. I like
twists.
Yeah, bends, twists, kinks, nooks, crannies.
Well, what do you prefer, length or girth?
I'm just a nice, smooth, soft shaft, and I'm happy.
Because I'm like a hockey puck. I'm only like this long, but I'm like that big around.
I got a clip.
All right. What about? Oh, he's the tripod over there. I thought I felt something on my leg over here. He's like, excuse me while I with this. So, being from Australia, are you guys circumcised?
No.
No.
It's not a religious thing. If someone is circumcised, it's more like a tradition thing because their grandpa was.
Answer the fucking question. Are you circumcised or not?
I'm an uncut hunk and proud of it.
All right. What about you?
Yeah. No.
Well, they said you're packing the heat. So, what are you guys going to do to positively change the stereotypes of Australians being like Crocodile Dundee, going around wrestling crocodiles and wallabies? And
We're not
really
gonna,
done anything to
we're
help
not going
that
to
at all.
change any stereotypes. They're the funniest stereotypes ever.
I put on a hat.
We're going to continue. continue them.
Hey.
There's drop bears in Australia too.
There's what?
There's drop bears in Australia.
What's drop bears?
Oh, if you jump out your tour bus in Australia, they'll drop down
And then just mangle you.
and mangle you from the trees.
Kind of
when
like
you're
a
taking
vampire
piss.
meets like a teddy bear.
Well, Jordan, with your smooth shaft over there, have you ever put Vegemite on your nutsack and let a koala bear lick it off?
No, but I've stuck it in a can of Chum, which is our favourite dog food. Let the family pet have a go.
Has anyone at this table been punched in the nuts or kicked in the nuts by a kangaroo?
No,
No, I've never been that close and intimate with a
No,
kangaroo.
just lots of other people's boyfriends.
How do you put up with this all the time?
She's the main predator.
She's the culprit, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's the leader of the pack.
This is my daily entertainment. I wouldn't change it for the world.
So I read on the internet, because I didn't want to be completely unprepared, that you guys are going to be opening for some big heavyweights in the future. You want to say a few words about that?
Heavyweights and girth, or content and music.
Oh, so you're not going to slag Van Halen, are you?
We're going back. No, he's just going back to the cock thing.
Yeah, man, you mentioned the cock.
Yeah.
I thought you were a vegan, and you're all about the meat over here, man.
Man, I love a certain kind of meat. I gotta.
Good old.
I eat fish, but not. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, yeah, back in Aussie, we got a lot going on, man, and unfortunately we actually have to cut this current US tour a little bit short because we're heading back for a couple of tours, but I guess the main one would be a festival, brand new festival called the Stone Fest in Sydney, and it's headlined by Billy Joel, Van Halen, and now Aerosmith just entered the mix. So excitement doesn't even begin to express what we're feeling at the moment here in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah,
And before that festival, we're doing some dates with Buck Cherry and Richie Ramone in Sydney and Melbourne. So that's going to be a good week.
Well, so, how exciting is it to be sharing the stage with the Piano Man? You guys all look like big Billy
dude.
Joel fans.
I actually am. He's one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time, so I'm going to be side of stage with a big grin on my face.
So would you agree that his early stuff is much better than the later stuff?
I just say it's different, really. Like I know it depends what mood you're in, man. Like sometimes I like hearing I Go to Extremes and like the later career stuff, but classics like The Stranger and Piano Man, you can't go past it.
Well, with a third leg, you're probably always in a good mood, right? I mean,
I don't ask these guys. I don't know.
And he's got an extra appendage to hit the high keys when he's playing down low on that piano.
I just meant about if I'm in a good mood. I wasn't talking about my dick.
I don't know, the thing is with this interview is you started us off on all sorts of penile conversation, and you keep
started
bringing
it.
us back.
And we're one-dimensional at this point in time in our thoughts and concepts, and all we can think about is big throbbing cock.
Do you prefer Australian, European, Asian, or American, or South American? Throbbing penises.
Shit, man.
Definitely not.
only-
South American's a little too picante for my taste.
Fortunately and unfortunately depends on your perception.
Das Currywurst is good, yeah?
I only know my own dick, and once I had a shower with my dad and saw his dick. So just to be completely honest.
Can we take it away from dick, man? I want to get
Kids
back
say
to music.
Okay, let's talk about the music. Let's go back to the music. Tell us some more about your music, or tell us something about your music, since there wasn't really anything to begin with.
Yes, Ronnie's the newest in the band. I'd love to hear his take on what we're doing at this point in time.
I know. I jumped on board probably about 3 or 4 weeks before this tour even started. These guys approached me, and I learned the set, jumped on board, and off we go. But I've been describing it as rock and roll from outer space. Like, it's hard rock, but there's influences everywhere. Like, everyone comes from such a different background, but has common interests as well. But yeah, rock and roll from outer space. Hard rock elements. There's some punk thrown in there. There's indie tinge. There's a gothy tinge. It's like, a big kick-ass cake.
What are your big influences?
I come from a punk rock and a hard rock background, so my favorite bands are like the Sex Pistols and the Ramones, but at the same time I love Van Halen and Kiss. Ace Frehley is one of my favorite guitar players.
Now, Van Halen with David Lee Roth or with Sammy Hagar?
With David Lee Roth.
Okay, good.
Like Van Hagar they got some good songs there,
you can stay in the country.
but
It's okay.
I'm a Roth man.
Okay, what are your influences, Zaria?
grew up listening to a lot of Joy Division and Bauhaus, so I sort of, and I'm a huge Nick Cave fan, so I kind of love the sort of soundscapey, darker side of music, if that makes sense. But I still have, old school ideologies and how music should be recorded and released as well. Like I was obsessed with vinyl, and that's all I'd buy until like a few years ago, where it's like, okay.
So you guys just got electricity in Australia like 20
Yes.
years ago, right? So you're still working on the 8-tracks and the
Yeah, man.
LPs.
We're getting used to working on our feet. We're so used to walking in our hands because it's just upside down.
Well, part of my thing
the shoes things are cool.
is a live show and people recording live to tape and going through the process. Hey girls, and I just love that whole process. And there's a lot of
Rock on.
You guys know they're screaming for me, right?
Yes.
They want a piece of the Hebrew Hammer.
they want the hockey puck.
Go on.
Okay.
So yeah, just with those ideologies and just being fortunate to be with these guys, and like that, I'd like to think that the four of us come together, connect really well and make sort of, just sort of go on a live musical experience.
Cool. Very cool. What about you, Jordan? What are your influences?
Man, I'm a heavy metal kid. I always have been. It was sort of since I was waist high. I was into hard rock and heavy metal, and I just haven't strayed from the path, man. So this band is actually beautiful in sort of balancing out my existence. A little bit of yin to the fucking yang that. It can't be all fucking brutality and screaming all the time, so yeah.
Like, what heavy metal are you talking about?
Like classic metal, man. Fucking Slayer, Priest, Pantera, Metallica, all that shit. But I also love hard rock. Like, Guns N' Roses are probably my favourite band. Shit, yeah.
What about you, packing the big heat over here?
I was always into I was always into chicks and music and rock and roll, obviously, not exclusively, but I was always really influenced by Patti Smith and Courtney Love growing up, and PJ Harvey, and tough chicks with good voices, and always dug. But rock and roll, basically, any rock and roll is always.
So KJ is the quintessential tough chick. I mean, that's the fucking irony of this shit. The chick she looks up to, and they're not half the fucking woman this girl is. We can all testify to that.
Yeah, fucking A.
So do you guys think that someday you will replace Rick Springfield as the premier Australian rock superstars?
I don't want to replace Rick Springfield,
I'd be
man.
honored, man.
No.
Everybody's Girl is a kick-ass song, man. Working Class Dog. I love that.
Fucking everybody! I'm a big Rick Springfield fan, I swear.
And a Californication fan? I'm getting fucked by Rick Springfield. Nothing like the sound of a stripper's head hitting a hardwood floor. I love that guy.
So, would you rather bang a pygmy or an aborigine?
What is it? Pygmy? Is that like some sort of Inuit, like Canadian fucking native or some shit?
No, aren't they from Australia or some shit?
Nah, you're
Oh wait, no,
that's
that's New Zealand. Never mind. I don't know.
Oh, look,
Personally, I like to have sex with a woman, but
Well, I meant a woman. A pygmy's like a small little tribe.
Okay.
I'm
Pygmy
pretty sure a pygmy's an animal.
No,
No.
you're thinking a pygmy goat is a miniature goat, but a pygmies are they're like native people. They're small.
I thought that was
They're in the
Alaskans
jungle,
Didn't you see the Mummy when all them little fucking things attacked?
I don't know, but what was the other option? You gave us
Aborigines.
pygmies, Aboriginals. Oh, we'd fucking Aboriginal, but we'd have to be prepared to lose the cash in our pockets right afterwards. Just joking.
Not cool.
Was that
We are not racist, for the record. That was a joke.
We are not racist, but Jordan is.
I am. I actually embarrass the kids a lot. I'm a fucking asshole.
Jordan's a racist, and so is my giant penis. So, if Foster's is Australian for bear,
No one drinks it back home.
what is Australian for rusty trombone?
Rusty trombone. I'm assuming that's something pretty dirty. I can.
Well, there's varying.
That's just called Friday night, mate.
I think we're getting an education here. So tell.
And some people, the description's a little murky, but from what I understand,
I know what
You're gonna have sex with your lady, and it might be her time of the month. And then she's giving you a rim job, but reaching around giving you a handy at the same time. A good old fashioned, so it's like a rusty.
Oh, I like to wear the Domio grin.
The what?
The Domio grin.
The Dolmio grin.
You don't know what the Domio grin is?
No.
It's like a pasta sauce that he wears. That he slurps up some spaghetti and there's pasta sauce all over his mouth. And do you want to wear the Domio grin? That's what. I'm
Okay.
talking about. Red sauce.
So I
Do
get
you
what
get
you're
it now?
saying. Yes.
Tomato-based pasta sauce.
My man's saying he's not afraid to only swim in the Red Sea. He'll drink from it.
Yeah, he'll part the fucker
Okay.
and walk.
I heard that you're quite the artist. What is your normal medium, like outside of music?
I like to paint a lot, and I like to think when I play guitar that I'm painting with the guitar as well. So, as wanky as that sounds, I know life is art is life, and we're all using every medium to create it, whether it's our body or the universe, a reaction to it.
So, does Mel Gibson embarrass you guys, and you guys just want to say he is not really an Australian, or do you just accept him?
I don't mind, man. I accept it. Anyone can walk whatever path they want to walk.
I just tune it out, man. Gallipoli and the Road Warrior were great fucking films, man. So
Mad Max.
the Road Warrior,
Oh
Mad
yeah,
Max,
shit, that's right.
Mad
That
Max
was
2.
yeah.
We called it Mad Max. I think they called it the Road Warrior.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Because I get roped in. I'll be watching like AMC and Mad Max. I'll come on. I'll be like, fucking sweet. But that's the first one.
Yeah.
You know,
And there's Mad Max 2 and then Thunderdome.
I'm not into the Thunderdome.
No.
That dude
Hated
Tina
that.
Turner scares
Yeah.
me.
That dude.
I mean, he's got some nice legs, but he really scares the shit out of me. Just remember, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap this up because I can see you guys are getting cold. Let's getting cold. You guys have been cold. This is like summer here. This is like sub-zero Arctic winter in Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more time, tell me where I can find your music and all the information about the art.
KJ.
You can find us. Oh yeah, go to KJ.
Followtheart.com.
That's it. You don't have like what's the official Facebook page?
It's Facebook.com/followtheart.
Yeah.
Our YouTube page is YouTube.com/viewtheart. So,
If you go to followtheart.com, it will link you to everything that you want.
everything's sort of centralized in that one spot.
All our names are on there, and we are on Facebook, so you can snipe us out and find us there. And we have, like I mentioned earlier, our Instagrams, which is the best way, I think, to follow us on tour, because we put up everything.
What exactly is Instagram? Because I'm from America and I don't know this shit.
Well, it's actually
Photos.
bigger over here than it is back home. It's like an app on your iPhone where it's like Facebook, but for just photos. Like where you just put a photo up and then people comment on it with another photo. It's,
Oh, really?
it's really it seems to be all the rage. Everyone in Foster's doing it too.
We're big on that stuff because we're on the other side of the world to all our friends and family, and it's like you don't talk to them on the phone, you don't see them, nothing like that. So if we just sort of stick photos of where we are each day, it
like
gives you
a-
some sort of semblance of keeping it together on keeping the home fires burning a touch.
Awesome. So this is Michael from Maximum Threshold. I got KJ, Jordan, Azaria, and Ronnie. You guys want to say anything? Like, tell us how much Maximum Threshold means to you, and we'll end the interview.
Fuck yeah, okay. Do you want to do this one?
I try and avoid maximum thrush.
Threshold.
Maximum thrush, but I go for the.
Or as Jack
The
Russell
maximum-
called it, Maximum Thunderbolt.
Did he?
I avoid maximum thrush, but I love maximum. I can't.
Look.
Big
it's-
shout out to Maximum Threshold. Thanks for having us. It's been fucking great.
Everybody go check out the art, and you will not be disappointed. Thanks, guys and lady.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
than the one before. It makes sense to sit on the fence with you. I think that your imagination is the thing of manipulation, like a star over a troubled shadow. Show me yours and I will show you mine. Eyes wide open. Here she comes again. Just to open their eyes, open your mind, and your heart will follow. Well, it's disguise, just to open their eyes. Now show me yours and I will show you mine.
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.